opportunities, you come up with a P-win. So what kind of systems are you using today to identify your pipeline? Like for your commercial business, do you keep a pipeline? How's that work for you? Okay, so anybody heard of Salesforce? That's a big one that's out there. So there are some customer relationship management software packages that you can use, and they will automatically generate a P-win for you. But basically what a customer relationship management system is, or a sales pipeline tool is a whole, it provides software to give you capabilities to just assess your pipeline. So what does it do? If you have a large company and you have different people marketing to the state of Virginia, people can all write in this system, I talked to the Department of Transportation, and this is the person I talked to, and here's what we talked about, and somebody else can put in that they met with a different person in Department of Transportation. Bottom line is that you capture all those contacts in one system, so that if you're a brand new salesperson and you go in and you're working with transportation, you can see all the work that's already been done. It gives you an opportunity to put these opportunities that we talked about for your pipeline into the system. And then typically what it does is gives you a capability, either manually or electronically, to figure out what your probability of win is. So you can set up the rules in these systems to say, here's what's important to us. You know, we want to give more weight to an opportunity that's over $1 million. We want to give more weight to an opportunity that is going to happen in the next 3 months. And whatever the things are that you want to establish for your probability of win, it'll calculate it based on rules that you set up, or you can use their standard rules, or you can not use the system at all and figure it out yourself. So LSI has a probability of win tool, and I talked to Josh over the weekend, and he was going to send me some stuff that I could put in here. I haven't received it yet, but when he sent it to me, I'll be able to. But the kinds of things that P-win looks at, yeah? Oh, thank you so much. The kind of thing, just close it. The kind of things that probability of win looks at is date of the proposal effort. So when did it come out, when's it due, to figure out what other kinds of overlap projects you have going on, what the customer name is, who the incumbents were, how many dollars you anticipate, what are your internal capabilities to go after that deal, and basically a combination of all that to help you figure out the probability of what the probability that you would actually win it. So you know, this is obviously a subjective factor. The salesperson responsible for this opportunity is going to try to give it a very high P-win. Why?
Because they want to win.
They want to win, and why?
Keep jobs.
More importantly, they want to get the commission associated with this deal. So it's a very monetary thing for them. So your bid decision process, so typically what you have is your senior leadership team gets together at usually an established time. So maybe, you know, if you have a large company, you might get together once a month to review all upcoming opportunities. And keep in mind that every one of your opportunities is on its own sliding scale, right? So you might think, the government may have told you it's coming out February 1st, and here it is February 13th, and you haven't seen it yet. But you're always making decisions with the fact that the data is not exactly perfect, but that's the nature of the beast. So who's involved in your senior leadership team? You should have your CEO there, the person who represents marketing or sales, somebody who's going to actually run the business, like who is this, if you win it, who's this going to report up to? Have that person there, the proposal manager from the individual proposal effort, your program manager, and again, these could all be the same person. Whoever your legal or contracts person is who's looking at it from a risk perspective, and your business or pricing person, usually your CFO. So the reason why, notice you're representing every aspect of your company, because you want every aspect of your company to look at an opportunity and say, is this a good thing for us to be pursuing or not? So, you know, everybody might be on board except your operations person who says, we've never done this kind of deal before, it represents a whole lot of risk. the profit margins are going to be really low on it, and, if there's one small mix-up, this could really cause us some significant financial issues. So, do you guys do anything with pipeline analysis or PWIN?
No, we do not.
Any tools or anything? Okay. So, in order for that senior leadership team to make some good decisions, they should come up with some criteria by which you're going to evaluate opportunities so that everybody's on board with what you're trying to do. So let's say, for example, you make a strategic decision that you can't be all things to all people. So for the first year of government contracting, you are only going to look at opportunities from these 3 agencies. And you're doing that so that you can do all your market research on those 3 agencies, that you can, exploit to the maximum extent possible the products and services for those, that you're not scattergunning it and you're trying to go after everything. So you just narrow it in on 3. Well, that would be part of your evaluation criteria. And that way a salesperson would know it's not worth my time to go pursue an opportunity someplace else because we're not going to get any traction on it. So that way you start limiting in or reining in your sales team to go after only the deals that you want them to go after. You look at the chance of winning a contract based on, do you have any experience with that customer, or who's the incumbent and how strong are they? What's your competitive landscape? What's your partnering situation? Who are you going to work with? What's your potential return on investment? Do you have to make product changes? What's your win strategy? What's your risk mitigation strategies? It's all, how does this opportunity fit with your current capabilities? Do you have any operational issues? So thinking about these questions and thinking about these topics and developing questions for your bid criteria helps everybody in your company to know what your company considers to be a good opportunity and that would be more likely funded, as opposed to wasting your time on things that wouldn't be funded. Do you guys have any sort of pipeline analysis tools or PWIN? Probability win?
Where, LSS?
Just through LSI.
Through S.
Have you seen that? Do you
No.
have anything on that?
We haven't seen that.
No?
Okay, yeah, because I know that they have one, and I asked Josh to send me something so we could talk about it in class. I haven't gotten it yet, so when I do get it, I'll put it up. And then you should develop these criteria before an opportunity comes along so that you're not swayed. So we mentioned this before. Sales is trying to drive down the price so that you have a chance of winning and they have a chance of getting commission. Operations is trying to drive up the price so that they can be successful after contract award. So the senior leadership team is supposed to understand the fact that you've got 2 diametrically opposing forces and be the voice of reason to make sure all voices are heard, to be able to carefully select the opportunity. We borrowed this from me because we need to move on. Oh, I need to say it. Oh, she had it on her, Kim had it on her desk. I just want to let you know I borrowed it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and it's hers. Yeah.
Okay.
Did you already move everything over to the computer?
We had a technical issue, Sam just fixed it. Other things that get included is, so typically the way this works is you have this criteria, you have a senior leadership meeting like once a month to review all opportunities, and then you say to people, this is going to be our standard process for going through a bid decision. I want you to put together a presentation that contains elements like this. A quick synopsis of the opportunity so we all know what it is that this opportunity presents. What are the risks associated with this? And you as a proposal team have somebody from contracts, have somebody from operations, have somebody from marketing, your technical team, your management team, usually your business team,